The Clark County Sheriff tonight promising changes after a deputy is fired over racially charged tweets.
Natasha Williams has more and what's being done now.
Zach Davis was a Clark County cadet before becoming a Clark County deputy, and Sheriff Gene Kelly says he should have known better.
Our policies and procedures are very clear. There's a different code of conduct once you take that oath and agree that you will serve this community in the capacity of a deputy sheriff.
The 23-year-old was fired last week, accused of making comments on Twitter about the riots in Baltimore. Those comments were considered racially insensitive and even malicious. Here's the tweet as it appeared on his Twitter account. "It's time to start using deadly force in Baltimore. When they start slaying these ignorant young people, it'll send a message." Another read, "Baltimore, the last few days, =, a real-life Planet of the Apes."
We do not tolerate that type of conduct, behavior, and as it states in our policy, any form of social media that is not serving our community in the capacity of a law enforcement officer, namely a deputy sheriff of Clark County, Ohio, is unacceptable and will not be tolerated.
Kelly says he immediately reached out to the Springfield chapter of the NAACP to let them know the employee had been fired. And
I have also reached out to the Ohio Peace Officers Training. If there is courses that we can have all of our employees go through to reaffirm sensitivity, to understand different cultures.
We talked to Clark County residents to ask them what they thought about Zach Davis's tweets.
I think he probably talked a little bit before he gave it some good thought. I'm not sure he should have got fired.
But Springfield resident Chris Smith believes he definitely should have been let go. He agrees with the sheriff that this type of behavior cannot be allowed.
If it's private, just keep it private. When anytime you go out in the workplace or something like that, and around people, and then that way, and you're involved with the public, it should just keep things like that private.
Natasha Williams, ABC 22 News.
We also have new information today about the text message scandal that impacted the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. 2 deputies were fired back in February for sending racially insensitive text messages. Today, Sheriff Phil Plummer tells us 3 other deputies involved have undergone diversity training, and the entire department is scheduled for the same training at the end of July. The sheriff has also established a police community relations council, and his command staff has been meeting with the Dayton Dialogue on Race Relations.